Welcome back, comrades. We're back in Season 2 of DemiGods, even if we could call it DemiGods, because there aren't any gods anymore, but welcome back to the world of DemiGods, and if you're new here, welcome, of course, and I don't know, let us get into what we're gonna do today. I honestly think we're gonna learn some more slime fun stuff, so that's gonna be fun, by the exaggeration of slime. But, we're gonna drop by the bank real quick. We're gonna drop off our blaze rods because they're actually very valuable now. I got my bottle of experience, my silk touch, my picks of containment that I've gotten. I've done a lot of stuff. I've unlocked a lot of stuff, but today I think we should do of course, magic. We're gonna learn a bit of magic today. We do have gilded iron and what is this called? For silicon, but it's put my we got like copies upon copies of slime fun. We have the sword of beheading. We're learning magic slowly but surely. I don't know what I honestly want to learn. I do know I'm gonna put my drown leggings, because from the drowned gods from watery halls, that is a divine item and that belongs in the library, or the hall of witchcraft, as the sign recalls it. I don't know. We're gonna use these two experience that we have at this very moment. We're gonna enchant, because why not? We haven't enchanted in so long. Let us just enchant. Well, let's move this. Don't want to use my fortune pick because that's very valuable. This is even more valuable because it's the pick of containment, but still, you can pick up spawners. There's our one, forgotten sickle of psyches. Knockup. Knockup seems to be a very, very common enchantment, and every, thing that we get. I guess we could farm some of this nether wart. I mean, we have the technology to make more, like literally. The ancient spirits have given us the knowledge to learn this. And speaking of ancient spirits, this is a solo episode, so you guys know solo episodes are more about the lore of demigods and how they have come to be and surpass. Well, today is the day that I tell you the story of how the gods died. Now, the first gods, Poseidon, Hades, Zeus, and the Titans, they died because they were killed by the Forsaken. No, not how Silices, Brotus, Yule, and Q died. No, Q didn't die in particular. He lives in the wisdom of all men, teaching men how to learn and adapt. So those ancient spirits that we hear from the slime fun, those aren't ancient spirits. They are the former gods speaking to us, telling us that we can learn this new knowledge. Now, Q, being a god of wisdom, tells us that, of course, he's a very smart dude, and he's got all the knowledge in the world. I'm going to farm my grapes. But I honestly don't know where the series is going to go through there. This is my grape bush. Strawberry. No, I'm not going to farm it. But let us actually get into the lore before I actually get into talking and all that fun shit. After the age of men had came to surpass the others, the Albians decided to overtake the Donrizians. These guys, where I live, the Donrizarians. Now, the Donrizarians had ancient magic. They were spellcasters of all sorts. They learned how to cast powerful fire magic. They were alteration and illusion experts. They can cast vigorous illusion spells to confuse their opponents. Now, a lot of them figured out how to summon demons or blazes, their spirit animals from the nether. Now, this was very, very devastating in battle. due to the fact that if they could summon these powerful demons to fight on their side, what else could they do? Now, the Donrizarians became very powerful and very, very well known across the world of Minecraftia. And Silices became proud, but they lost faith in Silices, so Silices' flame burned out due to the fact that she had no more believers. Brodus's people, on the other hand, believed in him, but not to the content of war. They left him out of war, where he got most of his power. Now, leaving a god of war out of war is like putting a dog in a kennel. It's not really going to be very beneficial for the dog or the kennel. But that's what happened. So Brodus withered away due to the fact that he could not fight. He had no will left to fight. Now, Yule, he became corrupt and evil due to the fact that the other gods were dying off, and he started gaining powers of the sun and war. He became corrupt and more evil than the Forsaken, but the Forsaken saw that he would have been a very purposeful ally, and took Yule to the Netherworld. Sorry, my English is horrible. Now, Yule became corrupt and started a race of men called the pigmen that we all know today. Now, Yule resigned in the Netherworld until he withered away due to the fact that he was a god of ice. And the Forsaken knew this, and tricked Yule to come to the world that he knew that would he be the weakest. All that was left was Q, and Q's followers were simple farming folk. They didn't tend to war, no, they tended to studies and agriculture. They were very well known to growing exotic fruits, the fruits that we all know today as apples and oranges, grapes, tea, these very exotic fruits. And they started shipping them, and it became an industrialized town. Now this town, known as, well, let's just make up a town for this, because there isn't really one built for it at this very moment. But this town was, it was very well known to have very fertile lands. Their crops were always beautiful, beautiful crops. They were excellent farmers. Let's just put it at that. Now, Q asked his disciple Spider, that his brothers and sister had died off, and he was the last of his kind, the last of the divine. Now, Spider didn't know, oh wow, knock up. Spider didn't know what that meant, but when Q gave him a book known as the Codex, the ultimate book of magic, he told him, use it for good, and please, remember us, as he faded away. Now, a lot of them still believe that the gods didn't fade away. You could still pray to them, of course, but their blessings are unknown. They're always in disguise. Now, Spider, being a very loyal disciple, thought this was a joke. He got on his knees and he prayed at his altar for days and days end, not eating or drinking a thing. When he learned that his god had finally withered away and died, he looked to his people and he spoke upon them. This is your fault. You should have believed in him more. You should have believed in the others more. Now we are alone. We are left alone in our own doings. Now, it took several weeks before Spider mustered up the courage to open the Codex, or the SF Guide, that he made copies of. Now, the SF Guide holds ancient knowledge, powerful knowledge that we can unlock by our experience levels. But at first, this was a very new and powerful piece of technology. Nobody had it. And Q, the god of wisdom, entrusted it to a farmer. No more than a farmer. Not a soldier, not a magician, not a dictator or a politician, a farmer. Now, this was very odd that a god would leave such a powerful piece of artifact to just a measly farmer, but he trusted Q. So Spider looked upon the book, and the pages floated off, circling him in a formation. Then the words floated off, spinning and circling around him. He learned new things as ancient words spoke to him in different tongues and different languages. He learned how to create the juicer, one of these fine pieces of technology. He created the smeltery, the lumber mill, or the sawmill if you want to be technical. But Q, with all this technology, knew that there were people to die for it, so he locked the SF guide in a safe and primitive storage. Now, this did not help due to the fact of a master thief known as Rotom snuck in and gathered the book. With Rotom knowing the knowledge of the gods, he decided this was not fair to just hold to himself, and he created more copies, keeping the best information for his own. Now this is where the slime fun guides come from Rotom's copying and writing down these ancient words into a book. It has the same effect that the actual slime fun guide would, or the codex would, as the original, except it does not hold as much knowledge as the original. Having the most knowledge was key to win battles, due to the fact that the gods did not give blessings anymore. They didn't give them a righteous ability to cast immortal powers upon their followers. So Lyses left a gift to the prophet of Ghost Eyes. She left him the knowledge of building cities. Now, Ghost Eyes was a very knowledgeable politician. He knew how to do certain things. He knew how to set up a government, but he didn't know how to build a town. Now, with the power of the god at his side, he built a town known as Dawnrise. Now, with Dawnrise built, Brodus left the knowledge of berserkerism. Now, berserkerism, to the prophet of Duelist, was an insane rage that would crush a foe with immense amount of strength, but he could only use this once a day. Now, this ability was insanely powerful and was outlawed in several lands. Yule left the gift of the hunt to Childrage. With every kill that he gained, he got extra for it. Extra abilities, extra food, so forth. But his village soon became a very poor hunting city. Or village. Nothing more than just hunting food for their own, not trading it with the other towns, so the other towns became isolated from each other. Now, the farming town in the north, being an extremely great industrialized city now, due to the fact of the codex giving them the knowledge, realized that their piece and most valuable item was stolen by a thief. A master thief, into facts. Now, as Rotom roamed the Shadow, or the Shadow Night forest through days and days' end, he realized this power must be destroyed. With anybody that would gain this much power could take over the world. Now, this was a fear to Spider, due to the fact that this book could teach anybody to do anything. You wanted to learn how to swim? It'll teach you. You wanted to learn how to ride a bike? Damn straight it'll teach you. But it came with a cost. It took your memories or your experience away from you. Now, this was an even trade, no doubt. Go around the world, learned a few things, trade knowledge for knowledge. That was the book's way. But if you would sit there days end studying and researching the book, it would start to age you, corrupt you, turn you into something that you wouldn't want to be. Now, this is what Rotom's fate consisted of. He became a jackal, half man, half dog. Now, jackals are a race of people, or demons from the netherworld, that coexist upon knowledge. They were obsessed with learning everything. Now, being an extremely knowledgeable being now, Rotom set forth to seek his new purpose in the world. He tricked travelers and traders for rumors and knowledge around the world. Now, you kind of see this as, wow, that's kind of dumb. The book turned him into a half dog, half human thing. But this is not what the book completely did. It aged him to the point of him being elderly disabled. He had dementia. He was so old that he couldn't walk without a stick. He was weak. It gave him very bad disabilities. But due to the fact that he knew everything now, that it wasn't really much of a problem to him. He learned how to make powerful, potent medicines that would heal his arthritis. For a while, of course. But it turned to be very, very depressing. Oh, wow, my world's not rendering. Depressing to see that this once young thief had become an old, corrupt-looking jackal. Now, Spider set forth to look for the Codex, the most powerful item in the world. When he spoke upon Q, knowing that he was not there, this is what he has said. Q, my lord, my god, I look upon you for wisdom. Teach me as you had taught others. I just want to learn. I just want to understand the world for what it truly is. Now, every human being has answered, where had we come from? How did we get here? Or what are we doing with our lives? This is where Spider knew that the book, the Codex, would answer all those questions, and knew that human beings could not handle the answer. He sent a battalion of farmers with him, specially trained in the art of hand-to-hand combat and archery. He taught them this due to the fact that they are entering a world that they had no idea existed. They traveled the old worn roads of Hellforge. They traveled across the world of Winterheld and Stone Ridge until they came across the road to Dawnrise. Now, Ghost Eyes was sitting there on his throne, looking upon the new travelers, thinking a book that could teach you anything would be a great value to him. He asked how much would this book cost if he would have found it. Spider looked upon Ghost Eyes and spoke, greed is nothing but an image, an illusion to you. If you find this book, no doubt you'll be paid, but you'll be beckoning for money more after you get it. Knowledge is the ultimate wealth. Learn everything you can from the book before we find it. Or don't. It is your loss. Ghost Eyes took this as a threat and kicked the travelers out. Sadly, the book turned up in the hands of the jackal thief. Worn and old, Spider walked to the old jackal that was actually a young man in disguise, but for reasons the book turned him old. Now, Spider spoke upon the jackal and said, I will only ask nicely. Hand over the Codex, and you will not die. Now, the jackal looked and growled, a intimidating growl. And Lewis, or the spider, looked to his men and said, put the dog down. So they shot the jackal. He died an unconventional death, but they obtained the Codex once more and locked it in the safe in the old agricultural city. Cheers and parades went upon the city, knowing that their most prized possession was reclaimed, refound. Now, knowing that the jackal had died, or Rotom, he was brought back from a necromancer. But this necromancer asked for the bidding to know all that the knowledge in the book knew. Now, Rotom, now uncursed, but slightly dead, told him the stories of old, the stories that the book had told him. The necromancer looked at him as in a crazed look and said, this is an amazing discovery. One of my zombies can actually teach my other zombies weapons. Could teach them how to craft. To teach them how to learn. Now, this necromancer was a deliberate follower of the Forsaken. Now, this necromancer's goal was to destroy Dawnrise, a beacon of hope in the New World. As the Albions of the old city fled to Dawnrise to inhabit it, most saw that this would be a new threat to the world. Now, known about the necromancer, but known about the Codex in general. After the book was returned to the city, it vanished once again. Nobody knows what happened to the Great Elder Book. And nobody knows what happened to the gods. Did they actually die, or did they actually come into the book to teach us ancient words? Are the gods the whispers that we hear in the book? Now, I'm going to leave this up to you guys. You guys can honestly tell me if the gods are actually the whispers, or the whispers are totally something altogether. Now, this lore was more based around the knowing of Slime Fun, or this new plugin that we have in the server. And I think this little lore stuff is it's quite fun. It allows me to make a backstory for DemiGods, and it allows me to interact with you, comrades. Oh, that's so good. Oh, yes, Mineshaft. And, if you guys like these, please tell me in the comments below, because, it really connects with me, tells me what I need to do as a YouTuber to, give you guys better content. And I think that'll be the end of the lore. We'll just we're gonna grind. We're gonna learn more Slime Fun stuff while we're in this episode. We're going mighty deep, actually. So, is there lava, or would it be more like magma? Like lava is flowing, or is it magma? Is magma flowing or lava flowing? Because there was a different, like magma was flowing and lava is like still or stagnated. And why does it take so much to like break obsidian? It's just volcanic glass. Now this is good. We can use this to build gilded iron. Ooh, I was gonna be very sad. I mean, losing one piece of gold isn't a big deal, but it's still losing one piece of gold. And it is really really fun to have actual like towns and currency and stuff, because it actually gives it more of like a RP kind of field, if you get my drift. It gives it more of an MMO kind of field, and that's honestly how I feel when I play these kinds of plugins and stuff, or god plugins and so forth, because if it gives me more of a field like that, it's more enjoyable in my opinion. But it's very, very fun for other people to watch, and the other people to learn our struggles and what we've been through in this series. And it's nighttime, so we're gonna stay down here for right now. We're gonna need, of course, building a nether portal and heading to the nether to gather more glowstone for our lanterns outside. But I think that's the only thing we need to go there. And no, we have to go there for fuck. We need to go there for nether quartz, because we need to make carbon with nether quartz in order to build a Ferrician silicone, or Ferrician silicone to build the picks of containment. And those things are actually very useful. I think I have a skeleton spawner that I got from Dakota on one of his raid trips, and Dakota, or Chilled Rage, gets to go to the spawner for free because he found it, and I just had the pick at the time to actually get the spawner. Now, I would like to find a blaze spawner, because if I find a blaze spawner, they give the most experience on MC. Or that's what I've heard, they give the most experience. And that's corn, I believe. It's corn. Yeah, this is corn. We're gonna take it. We can use corn for cornmeal, and we can make like some type of quicksand substance. Cornstarch, I think. We need to kill Endermen to get more swords of beheading. Hey, what's up, spider? Whew, that spider came out of nowhere. Now, we're gonna also look for some infernal mobs while we're out in this valley area. You know, infernal mobs are always fun to fight. Like last episode. Oh, we need that. Where did I drop that? Fuck. Oh, it's right here. Oh, it's another ND. Now, I loved how the old gods had to fight the Forsaken, and they failed horribly, sadly. And then our gods, they died because of non-believer. But in reality, the plugin kind of messed up. That's the only reason the gods are gone. But I had to make lore based around it. And you know, the lore is just made up stuff off the top of my head. So, enjoy. Dude, that knock-up, I don't think knock-up's broken. I've seen it been used so many times. I can hide in tall grass. That's a fucking lie. Goddamn Minecrafters. Telling me I can hide in other shit. I want a refund. I want a refund on that fucking slap. Zombie slap. Oh, that zombie's sideways walking there. Now I don't know what we're gonna learn today. I always say, hey, welcome back to a lovely day in DemiGods. And it's always a lovely day in DemiGods. I mean, every time I get into recording this series, I'm always hyped up to play it because it's so fun, in my opinion. I don't see it in other people's opinion being fun because, you know, there's a lot of learning and a lot of shit like that. But, oh my lord. Hey, this is gonna be interesting. It doesn't look like there's much down there, though. Yeah, it doesn't look like much is down there. Sad face. Let's see. We got more cavern-like rocky areas here. There's a lot of rocky areas around this region that I'm in, or Albion, as Little Fry once quoted it to be, as it's the city of Albion, or the land of Albion, and all that fun stuff. She got really mad at me because I didn't like quote it really big, and there's a lot of sunflowers out here. This is Sunflower Plains, I believe. Of course, Sunflower Plains biome. Very common look. What is this? A lime sapling. I don't grow lime, sad face. But tomato plants. I don't grow tomatoes, but I do need this. I don't know when I'll need it, but I'm gonna gather it just for the shits and giggles. We have a flame bow. Let's cook some of these piggies. It cooked one and then completely like assassinated the other. It's like it didn't even get a chance to live. It just died. I'm always up to eating bacon, no doubt. Is this a This is a blackberry bush. Blackberries are actually quite useful. They give you 3 saturation for a juice. So, I mean, making it is worth it. And turning, what's it called? Fucking melons into juice is a lot more beneficial because melons don't give a shit ton of saturation either. So, look, I don't see why Knockup doesn't work for the others because it's working perfectly fine for me. And let's open up our slime fun guide right now, and ooh, a strawberry, I think. I'm gonna gather that. Always gather strawberries. I mean, strawberries are like bae in this. I want to make a strawberry jelly sandwich. That's mostly my goal for right now. My don't need birch saplings. Those are quietly useless due to the fact that I could just chop down a log and then go to my timber mill and get like 8. Oh God, my voice just cracked horribly. Get 8. Get 8. All right, I think my voice is back. Holy crap! I don't believe that's ever happened. But get 8 of wooden planks from 1 oak log from the timber mill. Exotic gardens, magic, coal plants. Need a silk touch pick. Lumps of magic. We have what is this from? Lumps of magic. I need a piece of technology, I believe. Let's just get a, we've already unlocked the juicer. We did that in the last video, I think. Compressor, I did that off screen. It's pretty much useless. Sawmill is great. Ore washer, magic workbench, smeltery. This is in our blacksmith. This is in our blacksmith. This is everywhere. This is in our workshop or our factory. Ore crusher's in our factory. Compressor, I don't have a compressor, not yet at least. Probably build that off screen because pistons, you don't want to see me build pistons. Pressure chamber, Sikabderashin, Sokafujin, Sustin, Kurbred Didvin, Inchist, Pitching. We're gonna go Soul Forge. Ancient spirits whisper mysterious words into your ear, and you start understanding those words. Awesome. Necronomic skull. Soul sands and ender lumps. How the fuck do we make a necronomic skull? Oh shit. We're gonna have to make a fucking necronomic skull, and I don't know where that's at. I'm guessing it's going to be extremely hard to get, because if it says necronomic, I think the only thing that I honestly think is necronomic in this game, besides zombies, skeletons, pigmen, is the wither. And that's the only thing I can think of is the wither, and I'm going to probably have to kill fucking withers to get maybe a skull. It says necronomic skull, so it's probably a wither skull. It's just recolored and reforged and all that fun shit. But it's a piece of soul sand by the look of it, and this is blackberry. This is a cowberry bush. I'm sorry, cowberries are garbage. That's my opinion. If you guys actually like cowberry, it's nothing against you. It's just cowberries are not delicious. See, more fucking cowberries. What the hell? Look, there's cows over there. We're actually gonna kill these guys to get steak so we can make some beef jerky, because beef jerky is the best saturation by far, or that of monster jerky. But I don't honestly enjoy eating monster jerky. It's not as satisfying as beef jerky. You ever had those, like, seen those commercials, messing with Sasquatch beef jerky commercials? Those are like the bomb. I love watching those. For some reason, I chuckle every time I see them. And we're going down into a dark and okay. Going back down in a dark and disturbing cave. Yeah. Oh my lord. the German people are gonna come and fucking slap the shit out of me. My what is this? My flame bow's about to break. Sad face. You're gonna have to kill another infernal mob pretty soon. To look for another. Oh! Yeah, I didn't flip my sword out in time. Give me a break. And we're back on an epic adventure. We do have food, but it's raw. I don't see myself gathering any more iron than we already have. Less we need it, but let's head back to Dawnrise. And let us drop by the what's it called? The farmer's market so we could drop off this corn and these corn plants because that's gonna be fun growing and selling these because these are exotic fruits and vegetables. Corn plant, blackberry bush, strawberry bush. Now, these are actually berries, so we can put them up here. I found coconuts. You guys know that we can like get legit coconuts in this? I was like shocked to see that we could get them. We're gonna make some mayo. I don't think we have mayo, so I'm gonna make us some mayo. Delicious mayo. I don't particularly like mayo, but oh, okay, it's the grindstone. Mayo. It's like in a little jar. That's so cool. I don't know, like, what is mayo legitimately made out of? Is it actually made out of eggs? Because if it is, it's okay in my book. I like eating eggs. You guys have seen this workshop. This is a very common place in my recordings. We're going to cook. More gold. Gold is a valuable resource. This is going in the bank. Bones. And Eyes of Ender. We're going to actually grind a few of those to make Ender lumps in a moment. Don't get too attached to them. And we're going to repair these. Like, we have so many broken bows that we get off of skeleton drops. We're going to repair these at this very moment. And make one good bow. So if our flame bow breaks, we actually have a backup, I think, in our what's it's called, our witchcraft area, our magic area. So if our bows break, we have actual normal bows or an actual normal bow that's completely repaired now. Sweet, that actually opens up a lot of space. We're gonna burn this. We're gonna actually we're gonna put it here, make it look all snazzy. Oh, we gotta eat. Oh, that is something human body needs to do every time. We gotta eat. Gotta get the munchies and stuff. Where did those arrows go? Ah, black magic afoot. The voodoo. Alright, there we go. I was about to say, what the fuck happened to those arrows? I mean, literally. This is our monster jerky. They did the mouse. I have so much rotten flesh. I need to, like, go to a desert off screen and just gather a shit ton of sand. We're not eating this at this very moment. We are going to gather all of our salt. We're gonna head to the bakery to get juice. Delicious, nice, delectable juice. The juice. Why does it keep doing that? Stop it, game. Tried splitting it, like, literally. Now, inventory check. Oh, we don't have any boots. We're actually gonna make farmer boots. We're gonna need wheat. We're gonna go to the blacksmith for this. So we can, don't have enough, need one more, so 4. I was about to say, I know we have wheat. We have fucking farms off the wazoo here. Wow. Alright, we got that. Now, this is finishing up cooking. We're gonna go and make some beef jerky, drink probably a shit ton of juice. I wish I had, like, access to a large amount of fruit, because I like eating fruit. I'm like a monkey. I would eat fruit every day of my life if it came to it. Well, I wouldn't say that, because I do need a bit of meat in me. I do like, oh my god, that sounds so wrong. I'm gonna eat cake instead. That sounds so wrong, Ghost Eyes. Why would you say that? No, like, steak and stuff. We're gonna make, it still doesn't, like, help to the fact that I said it. I know I said it. Stop, like, you're gonna be like comments in the below. Ghost eyes, what's wrong with you? Yeah, that's how I think of my viewers, how they talk. They talk like a middle-aged pirate. Ghost eyes, matey. My God, I am a horrible person. I apologize if you guys like. I know like a few of you enjoy watching this, but like, why? I make the most rambunctious statements. All right, let us go and turn all of this steak into beef jerky, and we'll make our farm boots, and we'll end the video there. Let us actually see if we can use 3 knowledge, 24 levels to unlock the golden apple juice. I don't see myself pulling through that. We can reforge, or refine. Speak it! We can make a new spawner, alright? We already have the broken spawner unlocked because I have one down at Necronomic Skull, there it is. Oh, alright. Essence of the Afterlife. Magical book cover. Lava crystal. I didn't want to do that. Common talisman. So this is where we're going to learn our basic magic, is lonesome magic. Magic armor? Question mark. We could learn ender armor. But we're gonna learn how to alloys. Alloys are expensive to learn. Damascus armor and all that fun shit. Wheat flour. We could possibly learn wheat flour. Yeah, we're gonna learn wheat flour. Awesome. Now this is just wheat in a grindstone. I knew that much. Because my grandfather actually makes his own bread and all that fun stuff. So, have you guys ever tried homemade bread? It is absolutely phenomenal. It is really good. We were going to turn our steak. Hey, Skelly Brew! You watching over the area? I seriously need to put like some type of torch down here. Salt, steak to jerky. This is repetitive as fuck. Look how repetitive this is. This is more repetitive than anything. No, what's repetitive is like working at Kia. And if you guys work at Kia, I apologize, but I went on a tour there to like for careers and stuff, and I found it absolutely boring in my opinion. Yeah, I know it gives you great benefits and it's a good job, but it's so boring. It's so repetitive. Like, yeah, screw on that bolt there, screw on that bolt, do it again. It's practically waking up and going to a cubicle, except your cubicle being a 100-pound drill. I'm exaggerating, of course, but a drill and your partner. And what is the zombie doing inside the borders? It gets absolutely demolished. Oh snap! They don't want me to make the farmer boots. And this is where all the rotten flesh is coming from. Going to the blacksmith. Alright, it's forging it. Sweet. Farm boots, or farm shoes. Prevents you from trampling your crops. That's excellent. Excellent. Tea plants. And if you guys enjoyed this commentary, leave a like and a suggestion below. I always read your guys' suggestions despite what the other people say. I honestly do read your guys' suggestions. I do try to get back to you. If I don't, it's probably because I didn't remember, and I apologize if that does come up as Wow, you dick, you forgot. But I do read your guys' comments, and I don't know. See you later, comrades. Vos Radonia. Yeah, bye. Could somebody cue that outro, please?